morning. I see the cupboard door is open. Good morning, good morning. Let's see. There we are. Good morning, Sarina. Good morning, Natasha. Good morning, Aniek. Goedemorgen. Good morning, Miranda. Okay. All right, let me just post the link in the group. And of course, also a big hello to anyone who is watching this in the replay. Because this is not a good time for everyone. Yeah. Let's see. Posting in the group. All right. Okay. Good morning, Annalena. Good to see everyone. Okay, I think everything is running smoothly. So, how is everyone? What have you all been up to? Have you been knitting? Have you been crocheting? What have you been doing most the last week? Have you been sewing? Have you been embroidering, punch needling, weaving, yarn dyeing? Good morning, Yvonne. Sorry, I keep having to drink because I had peanut butter sandwich, so it's just so dry. Right. Let's think. What have I been doing most? I think I've been knitting mostly, although I've also been working on my granny square blanket. Oh, hey, Doreen. Good morning. Doreen has been making lovely pin cushions. Yes, thank you for tagging me in your photos. They are super, super cute. Natasha finished her survette top. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Survette. Started on a sock. Yay! Not a lot of knitting or crocheting the last days for Annalena. A lot of friends are here for vacation. Ooh, so after work we usually go for a swim and a drink. Oh, that sounds really, really nice. Good morning, Emma. I'm just, I assembled my granny square things and I just unraveled most of the last round of one of them. Serena's a little nervous as we speak. My mom is having an endoscopy. Oh yeah, I don't know what the English word is, but I've been making squares of the blanket. Oh yeah. And how are you feeling, Serena, this morning? I hope the endoscopy of your mom goes well. Good morning, Astrid. Good morning, Carolina. Okay, wait, I just have to... My eyes are super dry, so I'm going to put in some eye drops because otherwise I'll be fussing with it. So 1 second. There we go. Ivana went knitting with a friend yesterday for the whole day. Oh, that sounds so nice. I was visiting a friend this last Monday because she's usually not around here, and on Monday she was, so we went to hang out the whole day. Well, not the whole day, but like for a couple hours, and I had my granny square blanket and we played board games, and it was really nice. I have some progress on my granny square blanket, and I have some progress on the scrappy Katona top as well. The one that I was working on last time. It's almost finished. I'm working on the back. The front is finished. It's really not my usual style, but I kind of like it. And then the back doesn't look like much, but you have to kind of hold it up. It's almost done. And then the straps will have to be a little bit longer. And then I'll attach them. And then we will see if it's, I tried it on and it's a little bit, gaping at the sides, so I might have to knit a little bit more there. But it's fine. I'm just going to wear it underneath clothes. And yeah, quite like the colors. Oh, my eyes are still okay. So yeah. Oh, thank you. So yeah, I have to pay too much attention to this with all the decreases and stuff and measuring, so that's why I won't be working on that today. I am curious how much it weighs though, because obviously I still have a lot of yarn left, but it's not nearly as much as I had. Right, I do still need some yarns for the granny square blanket, so let me grab those. Just trying to put it anywhere I have space. Oops. Oops. Where is it? Good morning, Vinny. Good morning, Michelle. All right. And as always, this camera is running on Wi-Fi, so it might be a little choppy. If you know, if your screen is all pixelated, then you can go and adjust the quality settings. Oops. So, I do have some devastating news about the Granny Square blanket, because last time I said that each square was taking up about 15 grams. And you know, I have over 2 kilos of yarn, so that would mean I would need to make about 140 granny squares. But, you know, devastating news. Each granny square is only 7 grams. The 15 grams was, I think I measured 2 squares at a time, and then, yeah, remembered the wrong number. So, good morning, Georgina. Good morning, good morning. So yeah, that means I can crochet 300 squares with the yarn that I have. I'm not going to do that probably. This is already 20 squares. So yeah. Let's see, right? So this is, let's measure 5 squares. Five squares is 55 centimeters. Okay, so 11 centimeters. Yay, more yarn, yeah. I know, it should be a yay moment, but I want to use it all. So yeah. I'm thinking of you know, also making a cardigan, a stripy cardigan. So 1 square is 11 centimeters. Yeah, it's 11. It's bigger than 10. Yeah, 11. So say that I would make 100 squares. I think that would be not big enough. Okay, some mental gymnastics. Do I have a pen? So 1 square. So 100 squares, is that 10 by 10? Is that 100? Yeah. So that would be 110 centimeters and 110. So that's like a baby blanket. I do want more. Oh, this could be such a large, luscious blanket. So I have enough for 200. Okay. Maybe I want to make them like 160? 160 centimeters? So that's it. That is 16 times 16 is 16 times 16 is 200. 256 squares. You know, I can make that many. I can. But of course, this like calculation is not taking into account how many colors I have. You know, maybe I don't have enough of the one color to, you know, make a border around every square. So it might not be exact, right? And so I have like 4 skeins of green, and I do also want to use other colors and a granny square. So it might not be accurate. But yeah, for now, I think I'm just gonna continue. One question. So I'm going to be crocheting granny squares, and is it nicer to have the rest of the granny square blanket laying here on the background, or is that like too busy in your screen? Do you want it to be just the granny square? Obviously, I'm used to this for the tutorial, but we can do this. So let me know if it's like, if this is even visible on your screen. Oh, a blanket and pillow covers. That is nice. But I was, you know, that would be nice. I think I would use this blanket on the bed though, because I have lots of blankets for the couch. Well, but if it's on the bed, then the guests won't ever see it. So maybe I should save the pretty blankets for the couch. Yeah, maybe. Annalena says, if you feel like it, use all the yarn for grannies, and then at least you have a pile of grannies to make whatever you fancy later. That's a great idea. Where are my scissors? So this week I was making just some squares that are not complete yet. So each square has 4 rounds, and then I use the border color. So this one is finished, 4 rounds. Then I have 3 rounds, 3 rounds, 3 and 3, and then I have 2 and 2. Oh, Michelle is going out for a run in the rain. Wow. The husband is home in a meeting and the sound of my TV doesn't work. Oh. So I have to get out of the house before I run crazy. Yeah. Okay. Go enjoy your run. What was the color? This one. Okay. Okay, I want to use the green. Oh, and I got new nails. Can you see? Ta-da! They are super sparkly. And I'm going to the Barbie movie on Monday, so I'm feeling all, you know, ready. all Barbie themed. And I just love the sparkles. Yay! And last week I saw another tutorial maker post on Instagram, and it got me thinking, because she was saying like, oh, I've been filming tutorials for so many years now, and when I look back on my older ones, she's like, oh, that nail polish is out of style right now. And so she got a French manicure, because she says, well, French manicure is like timeless, so if I do tutorials and look at them in a few years, I won't like cringe at the nail polish. And it got me thinking, because I usually, I often have like more eccentric like nail polish or nail stickers, like I'll have a print on them, and I've never really thought about it like that if I would look back in a few years, that I would think, oh, okay, because obviously these are not even my usual style, so even now I'm thinking like, okay. But I think life is too short for boring nails, so I think I am going to film tutorial videos with these, and when I look back, I don't think I'll focus on, oh my god, did I ever get those nails? I think I will focus on, oh, that's when I went to the Barbie movie. Because, sometimes you can remember things just by the nail polish. So yeah, it just got me thinking. I just hope it's not too distracting for tutorial videos. Astrid says, totally agree, keep the fun nails. Yeah. Serena says, it's the same with pictures when you are small and think what was fashion in that time. Yes, that is true. But then you also think like, oh, I look so cute back then. But yeah, I have some photos that were like, oh my god, what was I thinking? But it's fun, right? Because for the Sassenach Nederland last year, so that was kind of like Scotland themed, and I had tartan print nail stickers, and I thought that was so fun. And yeah, now I just want to find matching nail polish and stickers for everything. Have to order new nail wraps again, yay! Yeah, maybe we could get like water or boat themed for the knitting cruise. We still have a couple months to find them. And these were really fun too. So this was nail dipping powder. Have you ever done that? It's like you kind of put a nail polish on, just clear, and then you dip in a powder and then you brush it off. And then you do a couple of layers and then you end with a top coat and it's like super shiny and super strong. But of course, it's more difficult to take off than the nail stickers. But yeah, it also lasts longer than the nail stickers. So. Oh, you just saw mermaid themed wraps. Oh. Yep. Those are definitely sea boat themed. I mean, we're not cruising on the sea, but I think, you know, if there are mermaids in the sea, then there would have been mermaids in the rivers, right? If you're gonna watch Oppenheimer, what nails would you do then? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. Just because, you know, I hear it's very depressing and I need some fun things in my life right now. But I guess more moody colors, maybe like dark blue. I have some dark blue. I saw someone on Instagram who did Barbie and Oppenheimer inspired nails. So she did like a pink heart and then a black heart and then a heart that was half black, half pink. Oh, you sent me a picture with perfect wraps for the cruise. Okay, can't wait to see it. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I want to get a set of 5 squares done and then I'll attach them. One, two, three. Yeah, it's what happened in history, and sometimes history is not fun. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely important to know. But it's just, yeah, not gonna be for me at the time. I need some feel good movies. I was watching The Witcher, but like Too much blood. Oh, I forgot. Heartstopper is out since yesterday. Oh, I need to see Heartstopper. We've still mostly been playing Zelda in the evenings, so not much time for TV shows. Oh, and from next week, so next week the summer sock-along is starting with Scapius. So for the next 4 weeks on Wednesdays, I'll be posting blog posts. I'll have new tutorial videos for knitting socks, and I'm gonna make the Thursday live streams a bit like summer sock-along themed. So next week Thursday I'm gonna cast on a sock, and you're free to knit along, and you're also free to do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Serena says, we'll stop watching The Witcher after this season. Yeah, no Witcher for me without Henry Cavill. Yeah. I mean, I haven't read the books, so I don't know what the story is supposed to be like, but I know that he stopped because they were deviating too much from the actual story from the books. So, and I think it's, yeah, I don't think it was a smart decision to let him go, because he made The Witcher, like, he totally made it his own. And I don't think it was a smart move of the producers to just, not listen to what he has to say. Okay, which one for this? Oh, do I have the dark brown? Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna say I'm just quite looking forward to next week, because the sock along will have launched, and Scapies have a huge reach, their audience. So who knows? This time next week, a lot more people might be watching this. I'm kind of excited for that. So yeah. But I also like how it feels now. It just feels like a cozy crafting group. Henry's an avid Witcher fan. You have to find an in-between, I guess, with that. Yeah. But, you know, if you're a big fan of the series and then a big fan decides to not collaborate with them anymore, yeah. It's giving some signs. Okay, when I finish this one, we have 5 squares, so then I can join them. Hi, Ariadne. Good morning. Serena says, I'll see what happens. I've heard that they will get cancelled after this season. Well, haven't they already started filming with the new actor? I keep thinking of him as Thor's brother, but Hemsworth. Is it Chris or is it Sam or whatever? Miranda says, I'll be joining the sock along. Yay! Never knitted socks before. Oh, cool! I'm just so looking forward to new sock knitters and teaching them how to knit socks. And, you know, I've already taught so many people how to knit socks. But now with these videos, because, you know, I already had sock knitting videos, but I recorded new ones, and I think they're better than the previous ones. Mostly because, you know, I'm in the first videos I was using quite dark yarn, so it was kind of difficult to see. And for the summer sock long, I'm using a lot of like vibrant and light colors, so I think, you know, it will be more visible for sure. And also I've just learned a lot the past 8 years or so since that video. So yeah, I can't wait. Oh yeah, Liam, that's his name. And the unions are on strike, yes. So there's no filming done at the moment. Oh, that is right. What type of heel are you going to teach us? I am doing my favorite heel, the German short row heel. Simply because, you know, it's my favorite, and also I think it's the most, I think it's the easiest one to remember. Because for most of the heel instructions, like, you know, the Dutch heel, that's the one with the heel flap and the gusset, and, you know, other types of heels, you have to remember too much. You have to memorize too much. And I think with the German short row heel, that it's easier. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can join them to this side. Just going to match the colors. Okay, That works out really nicely. I was going to say, and otherwise I'm going to see if I can join them to the other side. But I quite like them here, so I'm going to do that. Oh, I realize it's not really in the screen. Ariadne says, yeah, it's definitely beginner friendly. Yeah, that's what I thought, because a lot of new knitters are going to join the sock along, and even knitters who have just learned the knit stitch, or who have just, ordered their very first needles and yarn. And like, okay, no pressure at all. But they'll be fine. They just need some perseverance if it doesn't work out right away. But I'm also scared for them. And then for the more experienced sock knitters, I have 2 at a time socks. So it'll be the same pattern, but I will also have step-by-step videos for that. So, well, I say step-by-step, but it's like one long video and you're doing everything with me. Cast on, increases, working up to the heel, everything from start to finish. Because if I say like step-by-step videos, then it kind of sounds like I'm doing one video for the toe, one video for the increases. Like, it sounds like they're all chopped up, but they aren't. Okay, gonna be joining the squares. Yeah, so yeah, I have the regular videos and then also the 2 at a time. So I have 4 videos going out. So 1 at a time in English and Dutch, and 2 at a time in English and Dutch. And if you've already knit socks before, then the 2 at a time will be totally doable, because the most difficult part there is yarn management. So you have 2 balls of yarn attached to your socks and you don't want them to get tangled, but honestly it's not as difficult as it may sound. And you need some more patience, because obviously you're knitting twice the amount of socks at a time. So it's not going as quickly, but obviously you'll have a finished pair of socks at the end. But yeah, while regular socks are more like an on-the-go project, I would say that 2 at a time is more like a sitting down at a table or a couch type of project, just because you don't want the yarns to roll everywhere. And I'm gonna be making a really fun pair, because I've now knit quite a few pairs of downtown socks. So I have some leftovers of this yarn, and I'm gonna knit like Frankenstein socks. Like I'm gonna knit a couple stripes of this, a couple stripes of a different color, and mix and match all of the leftovers that I have, and I think that will be so fun. I've always wanted to do that, so I'm gonna do that. And I see some people are just they're planning on making 3 pairs for the sock along, which is great. And then I'm envisioning that they will be able to do the same, like they'll have scraps left over from their yarns, and yeah, I just love scrappy projects. That's 1 square joined. Now to join the second one. Is it okay to use other yarn? Yes, definitely. Yeah. Don't feel obliged to buy Scape's yarns. So you can totally use your own yarn. And you don't have to go for stripy yarn either. You can just make the whole sock in one color or whatever you want, because the technique is not going to change. Oh, Serena says, I have some Happy Mail. Did you order something? I think mail is always nice. I mean, not the one from the tax services, of course, but... I saw in the Post app that I also have some mail coming today, but I don't know what it is yet. I haven't opened the picture. I've ordered a planner from Sweden and it got here yesterday. Ooh! So, what kind of planner is it that you ordered it from Sweden? I've actually been sending a lot of packages lately because I'm trading some yarn and fabrics and stuff on the Lucky Sweater app. So it's this new app, and you can trade stuff. And so I've traded some sock yarn with another person, and they have sent me socks, so that was super nice. Ivona says must be something nice. Yeah, it's from Sweden, so you know. Let's see. Oh, Serena says it's one that you kind of put together yourself according to your needs, and you have a calendar for meetings and to-do lists, and oh, that's nice. So it's kind of a DIY planner. That is very nice. There's one from the UK that I really want to get. It's called the Maker's Yearbook, and I've heard so many great stories about it, but they don't ship to outside of the UK. So but I messaged a friend, and when the next one comes out, she'll let me ship it to her address, and then she'll ship it to me. Oh, there's a downloadable version of the... Oh, you knew it too? The Maker's Yearbook? I'm not sure how I feel about the downloadable yearbook, though. I don't have a printer, so... Serena's one is a 2-in-1. I need to plan everything and have an agenda and loose paper to plan and not have them combined. Oh, and now you have them combined. Yeah, so my ideal planner would be one that just has like January and February, and then it does not have March, April, or May, because then I will get bored with the planner, and then it will have the months June, July. I'm joking, but whenever I have like a diary or something that's like for a whole year, I'm like super focused on it for the first 3 months, and then I'm like, okay. So I just tend to get really cheap ones now. Vinny is using a digital planner in the GoodNotes app. A GoodNotes app? Oh, they have it for Android as well. Okay. I might try it out. The only thing I really do still is noting down my monthly works in progress. So I have my notebook downstairs, but it's just like a blank notebook. And every month I note down all of my whips. So there's one in there that's like 8 years old. And every month I'm writing down the name and the progress. And I find that really motivating. Annalena says that's a good system. I might have to give it a try too if I can find all of my whips. Yeah, it's really a matter of digging through all of your closets, all of the bags of yarn to see if there's a stray project in there. The attic, the garage, the car, the behind the couch. And then just writing them down, and then you have your list, and then each next month you can check the list from last month. Yvonne made a mistake. After frog. Oh no. Which project are you working on today, Ivona? Is it a garment? A top? Oh, you started. Big surprise. New project. I started a Rhoda jumper. Rhoda jumper. Oh, by Irene Lynn. Oh, I like her designs. Oh, that's nice. So it's like a kind of a mesh shirt. Okay, let me show you. There it is. Rota jumper by Irene Lynn. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the pattern was that I saved from her. Oh, she has such nice patterns. You know, lately I've really been liking knitted tops that have like a collar, like this, like a blouse collar. I'm not much of a blouse person because it always looks too strict on me, but I think when it's knit, then it's less strict. Like with this dress, it's floral, so it's not strict, so that works. And Irene also has a top like that. I know Petite Knit also has a top like that, but to be honest, I'm kind of bored with Petite Knit. She's doing a lot of the kind of same stuff lately. And everyone is always making her patterns, so I kind of want to do something else. Oh, I've been also seeing the finished socks from the West Knits Mystery Sock Along, and those are looking like really fun. But also I find the sizes a little bit confusing, because for sizes he's giving the circumference of the foot. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Ivana. Her patterns are not really exciting anymore. It's like, she had the Breeze bag, and it looked almost the same as the French Market bag, and then the Elizabeth blouse, and it kind of looks like the Maud tee, and then the Storm sweater, and it looks like the Ingrid sweater. So I'm like, yeah. I know that we don't always have to design something new, but I've just been noticing it a lot lately. And I mean, basic pieces are like really easy to wear. I mean, my no frill sweater, I wear it so much. So it's like, yeah, because I've been thinking, I've won petite knit sweater, I've won West knits sweater. The West knit sweater was way more fun to knit, but I've worn it like 2 times. It's way too special. Like, the sleeves are on different lengths, and yeah. And then the petite knit sweater, it was still fun to knit, of course, but because I like knitting. But I've worn it so much. So there's kind of a, yeah. Of course, for West knits, his patterns are so amazing, so creative, but I tend to not use them at all. Like the shawls, the sweater, I tend to not use it at all. Annalena says, anyway, I think it is also good to support new designers. Yeah, she has a name already. Yeah, Petite Knit is like, I think, maybe one of the world's most famous. She has more followers than West Knits. But yeah, I am glad that she's including more sizes, because if someone like her is doing it, then it motivates others. Even though she said some really nasty stuff about it once. She was like, oh no, but it's petite knit because it's for petite people. Which is like, it's like no argument. Like, that's the stupidest reason I've ever heard. Yeah. So I also like supporting newer designers. Like, I recently did the Picnic Folks top by Nitty Gritty. And it was one of her very first patterns, and I was blown away by it. Yeah. There are more people not petite than there are petite. Yeah, exactly. So by excluding certain sizes, you're like, it's not even a good, you're excluding customers as well. Like, aside from the ethical point, it's also just not smart marketing wise. But, that's why I'm glad she's including more sizes. But, I was thinking her patterns are more like wearable, like I said, in comparison to West Knits, for example. I mean, they are like 2 extremes. So it does have some merit that her patterns are like so wearable, you're getting so much use out of it, so the item you are making is very sustainable because you're wearing it so much. So there's, that's good. But yeah. But also, I don't want to put as much pressure on newer designers because I want them to feel free to just design a sweater first in fewer sizes. Just, because I want them to feel encouraged, But once you have the skills, I think you should use them. Or once you have the audience that, can support you, I feel like you have to put some effort in to learn those skills. But I absolutely want to encourage newer knitters to just, give it a try with 1 or 2 sizes first. Natasha asks, how is your own sweater design coming along? The one with the colored stripes? Yeah, that has been hibernating because I've been working on a really big project. Yeah, some people know already. I'm gonna announce it soon on Instagram anyway, but I've been working on a book for the past 1.5 years, and that has completely used up all of my time. But I did take a course on garment design and garment grading in January, and January is also when the kind of book stress kind of like went into overdrive, so I still need to complete the course, but I do really want to get back to it. Yeah. But yeah, the book had to be a priority, so. And it's coming out in October already. So I'll be posting more about that soon. Thank you, Annalena. Well, it's going to be in Dutch first, the book. But we are chatting to a English publisher because I do want to have it translated into English. I heard you had the greatest model ever for the pics in your book. Well, I had amazing models. I think I think there were about 8 or 10 models. And they were all my family and friends. So it's really, really nice. Oh, it's just, the photos are amazing. Is it a pattern book? Yes, 20 stranded colorwork knitting patterns. And Natasha said, so I still have time to finish spinning the neutral colorway for it. Oh yes, of course you do. You still have time. Okay, I finished joining the 5 squares. So now I have 5 times 5. So that means I have 7 grams times 25 squares is 175 grams. Yay! So cool. Already read it on your Patreon. Yay! Just awesome. Can't wait to see it. Yes, me neither. How great to have your family and friends in your book. Yes, it's the best. Serena says that took some time to come up with 20 new things. Yes, well, I was a smart girl, and I used I used, oh, what's the word? Like motifs, like colorwork motifs, and I made several items with the same motif so that it's like a set. So, and also it's not like I have to like do everything completely from scratch, you know. So I was a bit kinder to myself. So there will be matchy items in there, and really nice things to keep you warm in wintertime. Nice. I'm looking forward to the English version. Yes. I'll probably be doing the translation myself. So maybe that'll speed things up. But I think it's at least going to be a year until the English version, because we want to give the Dutch version some space. That's a good one. I'm going to buy one. Thank you. It's going to come out October 16th. And we're going to have a launch party in Ghent, in Belgium. But, you know, I'll let you know in time. I'm going to weave in some ends. The English version will be great. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to... Well, I'm looking forward to the Dutch version also. It's going to be my first ever book. And I'm just so excited. But honestly, it's like there's so much work that goes into a book. It's like... I obviously knew it was a lot of work, but it's like a lot of work. We're doing a lot of proofreading. Next week I'll get the third yes, next week I'll get the third proofreading document. So we've already corrected things twice, and then now is the third time. And now it's just a matter of, oh, this sentence doesn't have a period at the end, or oh, this one has a space too much here, or, you know, it's all in the details now. And I've already decided that when the book comes out and I find the first typo in there, because I know that even with so much proofreading, there's gonna be a typo. And instead of stressing about it, I've decided that when I find the first typo in the finished book, I'm gonna get a bottle of champagne. Just because otherwise I'll be stressing about it too much. Because in the end, it doesn't really matter, you know, unless it's like a typo in the pattern, that, you know, a mistake in the pattern. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just hoping for the best. Is it a hardcover book? Yes, it is. And I have a book here by the same publisher, and it's gonna have the same kind of hardcover. So it's really gonna have like a nice hardcover. And I think this is gonna be, I think this is smaller than the actual book. No, I'm not sure. I think it was about the size of a Skippies yarn bookazine. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit bigger than this one. Yeah, I can't wait. And I took some inspiration from here because, where is it? There's a QR code in here. And I'm gonna have QR codes in my book as well, with lots of videos, because of course I love videos, so I wanted to have that. And yeah, this is a totally different style than my book, but and we have such pretty photography. Yeah, but I'll be able to show you more soon. I'm so excited. And yeah, so it's almost going to the press. No, that's not the word. The drukkerij. What's the English word for a place that makes books? I should know that from Outlander. Anywho, it's going to, you know, be made. Yeah. Oh, printer! Of course. Thank you. It's going to the printer by the end of this month. So it's going on August 27th or 28th. And I'm like stupidly excited. And I've asked if it's a possibility, you know, that I can be there when the very first book gets printed. Because I've heard that sometimes the printers let you in there, or they let you see it. And I would just love that so much. So I've asked. I probably have an answer already. Should I check if I have an answer from the publisher? Oh, I don't have an answer yet. It's normal. Enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so gonna enjoy this. Your book would be a great Christmas present or for Sinterklaas. Yes! And I'm gonna have pre-orders on my website as well. I'm already asking about like the dimensions of the book so that I can order the packaging to send them. And of course, if you order it from me, then you'll get it signed. And of course, once the English version comes out, I'll do that as well. Yeah, but so it's gonna be stranded colorwork knitting. Ooh, I have some swatches that I showed on Patreon. I can show them here now. if you want. Most of you will already have seen it. And then today or maybe tomorrow I'm filming another video for my patrons with some more information about the book, maybe some pictures, maybe some finished samples, because I just think it's really fun to give you some sneak peeks before everyone else knows. Yeah, you want to see the samples? The swatches? Because I did a lot of swatches since it's stranded colorwork knitting. All right. I have them in this box. I think, yeah. So, I have a couple different motifs. Let me kind of sort them first. Here's the first one. So I decided to also include a motif that is like a bit easier. So it's for beginner stranded colorwork knitters, and this is the very same motif, but every 3 rounds you use another color. Can you see that they're the same, but also that they're like very different? I just love how different they look. The box of secrets, yeah. Here is another one. This is the second one with diamonds. And this is one of my favorite ones to knit. It's really nice to memorize, and it's very intuitive to knit. And I also have some different colors of that one. And all of this is using Scapious Metropolis. It's just my favorite yarn, and it's a very easy yarn to substitute. Yeah, and I just like it a lot. And then there's this swatch, very big. But just so you can see what color does. The smallest sample looks like a heart. You mean the little dot in the middle? Oh no, I see it. That is so cute. Oh, it totally does. That is so cute. Oh, so cute. Okay. So that's the second one. The third one, the tartan. Like a heart and ribbons. Like this, these are the ribbons. The dot in the middle is great, means that the float won't be too large. Exactly. Exactly. The tartan, I absolutely love it. I've used this pattern before in the Sassenach pillow. but the potential was just too much. So I also included it in this book, because it means a lot to me, and I love the possibilities. If you just look at how different the vibe is. And this one is a really easy one too, because you have some rounds that are just going to be one color. And on the rounds where you are doing color work, you know, it's easy to remember because, you know, every blue stitch will be on the previous blue stitch. So new ideas for the square for my blanket. Yes, you can totally use them for that. So that's a tartan one. And the fourth one is going to be these tiny leaves. I only have these two samples here. And this one is a little bit more difficult. The pattern is not as intuitive to memorize, but still, once you get into the flow, all things will get easier. And you know, because in each pattern, you know, you'll have some way of memorizing it. Like I see 1 1 1 3 1 3 here. So even with like difficult patterns, you can make them easier like that. Yeah, and here, this is probably the longest one with floats. You have 7 stitches here. So in this like empty stripe, that's where I usually would wrap my floats. But then in that same row, the kind of the middle of the vine is broken up. So yeah, because otherwise it would be 9 stitches, right? So you don't have to wrap, but yeah. So I really like that. And I normally don't do black and white, but I think it's really nice to have it as an example that, you know, if this is like too sweet for you, then this might really speak to you, that, you know, black and white. It makes it very classy. And then we have the bigger leaves. So of course, new leaf designs, I had to do a couple of leaf patterns. Here's probably where you can see the pattern the best. This was just a tryout. Well, all of these are just a tryout. And I love this pattern. I've used it in one of my sock patterns and I wanted to use it again. So yeah, and I love that this one kind of has like a sporty vibe, because it's like gray and neon, so it has a very sporty vibe to me. Well, this one has a more earthy vibe. So yeah, those are the prints. And yeah. I'll be sharing some more on the Patreon page soon, and then also on my Instagram. Yeah, and don't worry, because the samples, the swatches are all knit flat, but all of the projects from the book will be knit in the round. So don't worry about having to knit colorwork flat. I just did that for the color swatches. So yeah. But it's just, it has been, yeah, I've learned a lot this year about, the whole process of a book. For the duchies, I'll probably also be at Creadu this year to promote the book. Because I think that's the first craft fair after the book comes out. So I'll probably be there. Okay, I was thinking, what is a good way to tackle the ends? And I did all of the green ends first. There's some more green ends here. I can do colorwork flat now too. It's easy, like normal tricot. What's that again? Stockinette, both with 2 colors. Yeah. It's very good for your colorwork tension to be able to do it flat. Like colorwork in the round will be so much easier if you know how to knit colorwork flat. And yeah, like you said, you can adapt the patterns from the book to blanket squares. And I have some more ideas for blanket squares too. So I'm thinking of like releasing a bundle with more blanket square patterns that you can just add onto the blanket. And I can already say that the book will it will be for several skill levels. So even for the easiest pattern, you will have to be comfortable with knitting in the round and, knitting and purling. But you don't have to know colorwork yet. There will be photos in the book, and obviously also the QR codes that I talked about with videos. And then, the patterns and the prints will get more and more challenging. So I hope that it appeals to a lot of different knitters. Yvonne asks, your blue Prada sweater with cables, is it your pattern? No. There isn't really a pattern for that. It was the very first sweater that I did, and I just took my stitch dictionary, so the book that, you know, has many different just stitch patterns in them, and together with the lady from the yarn shop, we kind of made the sweater. Yeah. But it was one of the most difficult constructions that I've ever done. But it does, I have been thinking about doing a cable sweater pattern. But that will take a while, because I always have a lot of ideas. And not enough time. Thank you. Yeah, I really like it as well. So yeah, who knows? Oh, and another event for the duchies. I'm not sure if you've heard about the Handwerk picnic that Charlie is organizing on August 19th in Sittard. If everything goes well, I'll be there as well. And I think it'll be fun anyway, because I think I'll be there. I just hope that it doesn't rain because it's outside. But you know, we'll figure out something if it does rain. Where are my scissors? Oh, it's 11 already. Oh. Time is flying by. I really should get some work done. Yeah, I really should go get some work done. If it does rain, a nice cafe where you can knit and have a drink is okay too. Yeah, I know there's probably gonna be a cafe nearby. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could stay longer. But I still have a lot of stuff to prepare for the summer sock along next week. Because I'm getting a lot of questions like, oh, how to join if you're left-handed, and oh, do you have tips on this, and do you have tips on that? So I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should include that in the pattern or in the blog post as well. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a nice day, everyone. I will be here next week, and yes, that will be after the start of the sock along, so I'll be casting on a sock. You are very welcome to join me. Yeah, I hope everyone has lovely weather. It is pouring with rain here. Yeah. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a nice week ahead of you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.